Today on Historical Figures Debate, we have a varied bunch to discuss today's featured question. Is capitalism beneficial to all within society? With us we have the renowned Andrew Carnegie, the celebrated Theodore Roosevelt, the muckraker Ida Tarbell, and our little folk Hannah Jones and John Downey, Irish housewife and railroad worker. To start off, let's talk about the development of industrialism.
Well, it mostly began because the government became democratic, which meant more people had more freedom to think and invent.
Oi, there's a lot of coal to run the machines off of too.
We're smarter. We industrialized first.
Actually, that was Britain earlier in the 1800s.
Because they have dogs, right, Ada?
Yes, although we've industrialized now.
The economy is booming, and there's a lot of urbanization, which means more city and factories.
So it means more work, which is why I immigrated after all. Well, and the potato famines happened back in my homeland.
The 1890s, yes, although...
America isn't entirely what I was thinking. Cramped together with others I don't know, and there's filth and smell. Living conditions are less than ideal.
It is New York.
I don't know what you're talking about. With all the money, living is better than ever.
Maybe for some of us. You don't have to get fired for work every day with a Chinese man who will work for half the dirt we're paid.
At least you have your work.
But there's a huge division between the upper and lower classes, and those robbers have gained a lot of power.
Oi, and we've one among us.
I don't know what you know exactly what they're talking about. Vanderbilt, Morgan, Rockefeller, and yourself, Carnegie, are huge monopolies in the railroad, banking, oil, and metal industries. You crush the working class and tire them out of the job.
I'd be one to know about that.
You rubber barons have all the money too, and all the power.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Well, why are you worrying about me when you have unions to deal with?
Oi, the union started because of you fat cats. We're tired of unfair treatment and we want paid better. The unions help protect us from your abuse.
And what good have your riots done? They've got your attention, and we've got shorter hours now.
So much. Well, you're expendable. I'll find someone who will work for less.
You would find one among my class. We've banded together.
Unions are illegal anyway. Not so. They're legal entities now. We all want your kind destroyed.
We've always needed a president to fight with us. Thank you, Mr. Roosevelt.
We should be getting back to the topic. You know, capitalism.
Quite right.
What is capitalism?
Private owners control trade and industry for profit rather than the state.
Wouldn't that mean more monopolies, like Carnegie here? If so, I'm against
It's
it.
true. Capitalism gives rubber barons a lot of power.
But doesn't it also give us a free market?
Yes, and can create a booming economy.
But it takes power from government and puts robbers in power. They'll control everything important. But compared to socialism and communism.
The lady's got a point. Communism is supposed to make everything fair and everyone equal, but it's truly not fair. It takes your hard-earned land and gives it to a man who's never worked a day in his life.
Not always.
Socialism also takes away power from the people. The government takes over, giving everything you need, but taxing unbelievably. Pay doesn't get much better either. It's just not a good idea. And yet it begins to spread.
It'll die soon. People will see the truth.
But they believe that it is fair, that it's better than capitalism.
But I would say that much.
The government should want to help people, not take over.
Sure, capitalism looks good compared to socialism and communism, but it's a dangerous road.
Agreed. If monopolies are in charge and unfair, who is to stop them?
The government.
But they'll have more power.
At least we'll have more money.
He admits it.
Still, with capitalism, we do have free markets and no government on our necks. No offense, Roosevelt. The economy has a bigger chance of booming, which is good for all of us.
But it's a really good reason to hand our power over.
I think so.
Just work harder for crooks like him.
Well, it's not exactly sunshine and rainbows for me either.
What?
Well, I have to control the trade, don't I?
Well, thanks for coming in, but we're all out of time. Join us next week for another exciting discussion.